Hi everybody, Meteorologist Ryan Hoke here with a Hokey video blog for this day before Labor Day, Sunday, the 4th of September. A lot going on across the area as we head throughout the next couple of days. Let's get right to today's Hokey weather fact. Can you have weather in a building? The answer is yes. One of the prime examples is NASA's Vehicle Assembly Building, where they actually construct rockets and even the space shuttle. And that's in Cape Canaveral, Florida. It's one of the largest buildings in the world by volume, right up there with some of those big aircraft manufacturing facilities that Boeing has in Washington State. But yes, the Vehicle Assembly Building has its own weather inside. Warm air rises to the top of that building. It's more than 500 feet tall, and it condenses on some of the pipes, the structures, and the ceiling itself. And as it condenses, it kind of rains back down toward the ground level inside the building. So it, yes, does rain inside that Vehicle Assembly Building. That very humid Florida air certainly helps out in that department. Outside this morning, nice looking from our Kentucky One Health SkyTrack network of cameras out in Jeff, looking at Metro Louisville. Humidity today, not too bad. It's from the pleasant to the humid range. Pretty much the earlier in the day you are, the less humid it will be. Tomorrow, you'll start to really feel it, though, as we get toward that muggy range. And yes, by Tuesday, yeah, it's the air you can wear, as we say around here. 50s and 60s this morning. Coolest spot, Bedford and Seymour at 55, North Vernon 54. That sensor out in Tell City's got problems. It's not in the 40s out there, I guarantee that. Those temperatures going to be going up throughout the day into the middle 80s. No clouds around, so the sunshine will be full. Post-tropical storm Hermine is off the east coast. Want to give you a quick update on that. That's going to be very slowly meandering in about that fashion right there. That little westward turn could be an issue for folks from New York City to Connecticut on over toward Rhode Island. It's going to be moving very slow. There could be some storm surge impacts from New York City down toward Atlantic City, even definitely up toward Rhode Island and Cape Cod over the next several days. And tropical storm force winds are possible from New York City down toward the Delmarva, as they are in the very outer bands of this storm. I don't think the rain is actually going to be a huge deal for areas along the coast there, because this storm looks to be staying just far enough off land that the rain bands will stay off land as well. The eastern track that the National Hurricane Center has it at now is better than it was before for folks up there from Cape Cod to New York City. So there's some better news this morning, but still some wide-ranging impacts over the next several days if you're traveling up that way. Post-tropical, by the way, because it's lost its tropical characteristics. That warm core of the storm just isn't present anymore. But, of course, could have the potential, at least, for some of those hurricane wind gusts as we head throughout that Monday time frame. You see that there, 2 p.m., 75-mile-per-hour winds. That would put it at hurricane status by the winds, but it wouldn't be a hurricane because it's post-tropical. There's a lot of semantics and definitions and things that are kind of getting gummed up here. But this is better than what happened during Sandy, when we didn't have kind of these clear defined boundaries for what a post-tropical storm could be defined as from the National Hurricane Center, whether or not they could track it or not and put out advisories. There was a lot of kerfluffling, if you will, back then, and these days it's a little easier because they've drawn those lines very clearly, that if it's a post-tropical storm and it's going to affect human beings here on land, then yes, they can issue advisories and we can treat it like a tropical storm or a hurricane. So there you go, a little bit of inside baseball there. Here's your 7-day breakdown for today. It looks pretty good. World Fest is going on. I'm going to World Fest. I love World Fest. Oh my gosh, they have 30 or 40 different foods you can try there from multiple vendors, arts and crafts and performances. It smells good, it sounds good, it looks good. It's just an amazing party for the entire city to celebrate our diversity. You gotta love that. On Monday, that is Labor Day itself, and maybe you're heading out to the hike, bike, and paddle in the morning. Temperatures in the 60s to the 80s, depending on the time that you're out there. Then you'll probably gorge yourself on some bratwurst and burgers in the evening, because a lot of those Labor Day cookouts will be taking place. 90 at 5 o'clock. 80 by 9 o'clock, so the heat, the humidity, going to take a toll on us here over the next several days. I want to give you a heads up real quick on Wednesday morning. If you happen to be out early, maybe taking the kids to the bus stop, the International Space Station will be visible for about 3 minutes at 6:08 a.m., about 44 degrees on that pitch there. So if you look probably about halfway up the sky there, if you've got the horizon, then you've got the top of the sky. If you look about halfway up, about 45 degrees up, you'll see it from west to northeast. little fun geeketry there, if you will. We've got scattered thunderstorms coming our way Thursday and Friday. There's a front that's going to be stalling out very briefly in northern Indiana near South Bend and Gary, Indiana, near the Chicagoland area. This will give us these rounds of scattered storms over those couple of days there. They could even extend through the nighttime hours, Thursday night to early Friday with some of the models here. We'll see if that happens. I don't think there'll be quite that much forcing to give us those overnight storms. But by Friday, for touchdown Friday night, we do have to add just a little bit of a storm chance in there. We'll see how that happens. But at this point, I've kept this mostly dry during the evening hours. By Saturday, though, look what happens. Another front. This time, this one's going to pass through, and it'll bring us a pretty decent shot of showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. But by Sunday, if all goes well, looks like we will be getting those temperatures down and drying out that air. I want to give you a quick look at that earliest alert outlook showing you the next 14 days worth of weather, and you'll see that we do indeed cool things down just a bit as we head throughout the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th down into the 70s. Looks like we could have ourselves an even stronger front that gives us a big trough of cooler air over the eastern United States. That would be about 10 days from now on the 14th. That's it for now, guys. I'm Meteorologist Ryan Hoke. We'll see you back here at 9 a.m. on Wave 3 News Sunrise. And, of course, I'll be back tomorrow for Wave 3 News at 6, 7, and 11.